Hi there, it's C here. So it's holiday time again, and my kids have been busy. So here's an example of something that my kids cooked up. Basically, it's a paper-based game that allows you to traverse a series of cells in a grid. And if you land on something, you trigger events like you lose health points or you gain health points, so on and so forth. So what I wanted to do is try and see if I could take the gameplay and code it into something that we could actually make into a game. And I was looking through a number of Python-based solutions, and I eventually found processing for Python, which isn't exactly Python. It's done in such a way that the language syntax is similar to Python, but it does the trick. So processing is predominantly for making simple drawings, and each file is called a sketch. And the reason it's called a sketch is because the way processing works is every time you use it, you basically create a canvas that you draw things on. So I'm going to show you a simple example. So we're going to make a canvas that is 400 by 400 pixels, and yeah, I'm just going to make a circle, say 150, yeah. And what that does is you can see it generates a canvas, and it's got a circle drawn around it. So that's how processing works. Now, I coded up a very simple application that mimics the rules of the game. So maybe it's best if I play it first. So the way the game works is you can only select a cell that is adjacent to a cell that is already uncovered. So example, I can't click that. It says there's an error. I can, however, click this cell because it's adjacent to this one. And basically what you do is you wander your way around the grid trying to look for the exit. And there's a bit of a script in here that calculates the distance between the cell that you just clicked on and the exit cell. So we're pretty close. We're 2.2 cell spaces away from the exit. And as you walk your way through, you try to avoid getting hit by monsters that make you lose a life, or being hit by traps that make you lose 2 life. And if you hit a heart, you gain a life. So I'm just going to try and play it out. And yeah, so if you turn a corner, you basically lose sight of what you can see. So if you're going in a straight line, you can look behind you, but once you turn, you can't. So example, I've hit a monster, I've taken a hit, so I went from 3 life to 2. I'm also wandering a bit further away, so let me just do this. Oh no, I've got hit again by a monster, but I'm pretty close to finding the exit because I'm only 1.4, so I think no. Oh well, looks like I died before I hit the exit. So that's about it for the gameplay. Fairly simple. I've made this available on GitHub for anyone who's interested to see. Not a programmer per se, so you'll probably find a lot of things in here that not really nice to look at. Where I know in some cases I should have actually created a class and then instantiated an object, but basically I just use variables. But yeah, it's I've tried to put in some comments, so you probably would be able to follow along if you walk through it. But basically, the way it works is I've got 2 basic arrays. One array is storing the values for whether or not the cell is visible or not visible. And I've got another array that stores the values within the cell. So basically you can imagine like 2 different boards that are stacked on top of each other. One is just there to see, to make the cell visible or invisible, and another one actually has the underlying value. And there's a whole bunch of other code that's written around where if the underlying value cell that you clicked on has a monster, you lose life. If it has a heart, you gain life. If your life drops below 0, then you get the game over screen, so on and so forth. So yeah, and I've also put in a code where if you lose the game, the exit would uncover itself, so you know where you went wrong as well. So I think that's more or less it. Just wanted to share this, and till next time, bye bye.